Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out a different type of video, and this is called Music Explained in 4 music. This one's called Music Explained in 4 minutes. What is there to explain about music? But we'll see what he got to say. He hasn't completely lost subscribe. Check it out.
Music. We all know it, we all love it, but how
We
did
do.
it actually become a thing? It sort of feels like one day people just decided to wake up and make some random noises, and somehow it turned into this.
Hello. What you know about stop breathing?
How it turned into this.
Wake
Well,
up, filthy.
first we need to cover how this music stuff even works.
Yeah, how's
So
it work?
Basically, sound travels in waves. No, not those waves. Not those waves either. These waves. When you put on your headphones and start listening to Katy Perry, the waves hit your ears as vibrations. But if everything vibrated at the same speed, it would all sound the same, and then we wouldn't have music. Like imagine if instead of your favorite rap song sounding like this, it sounded like this. Waves sound different
What?
based on their frequency, or how often they repeat per second, and this is measured in hertz. Say for example, this sound wave repeated 4 times in 1 second. It would have a frequency of 4 hertz. To put that into perspective, humans can hear frequencies from about 20 hertz all the way up to 20,000. The higher the
Damn.
frequency, the higher pitch something will sound. But how do these frequencies make it into our brain? Well, those vibrations from before are intercepted by your ear, more specifically the cochlea.
Cochlea.
Yeah, what you said.
Cochlea.
The cochlea is filled with a fluid that converts these vibrations into electrical signals that go to your brain, which somehow makes you able to hear stuff. Man, who came up with this?
No. So there's some liquid in my shit that's catching this shit and morphing it into some madness. Well, shout out to you, bro. Cause without you, I wouldn't be able to listen to Please by Sabrina Carpenter.
Understand how that works, we can get into why we actually like music so much. Listening to music increases the blood flow to the regions of your brain that deals with emotions. This is called the limbic system, and it's
Okay.
responsible for a lot of other things too. But the main reason the limbic system makes us like music so much is the chemical it produces. Dopamine. I'm sure you're all familiar with this
Dopamine.
chemical if you've
Yeah.
downloaded this or this
Yeah.
or if you use
Yeah.
any one of these. As your brain becomes familiar with a particular song you
Now you talking my language. Before using all these foreign terms I ain't never heard of not a single day in my life. But dopamine, oh shit, I know a lot about dopamine.
like, your body releases dopamine in just the first few seconds of hearing it. Just like how dogs can learn to associate food with a bell, your brain associates
Okay.
different feelings with different sounds. It's the same reason
Okay.
why you might spend 4 hours scrolling on TikTok. Your brain is addicted, and the dopamine
Yeah.
response behind seeing or hearing things that trigger that response is why. This still leaves us with the big question though. Why do some sounds trigger dopamine releases while others don't? Some scientists believe that we triggered these reactions by accident, but here's how I think it went down. This is Dave. Hi, Dave. One day, Dave bludgeoned a bird with his favorite rock. Then he decided
Oh, Dave, what are you doing? Wait, hold on. What? No, why do you say that so nonchalantly like that's normal? Why is he bludgeoning a bird with a rock? What's wrong with Dave?
to hit a bone he had laying around with that same rock. After that, he picked up the bone that now conveniently had some holes in it and blew into it. And bam, just like that, the very first flute was born. It was all downhill from there though, because eventually that led us to today, where now we have to put up with stuff like this.
Oh my god.
Life would have been a whole lot more simple if we just stayed like Dave. Another reason we like music is because of rhythm. When we listen to music, there's usually a pattern of chords or notes that follows what we know today as music theory. Music theory is usually defined as the term for ideas that help us understand music. Wow, so specific. For the most part, every song follows a similar pattern, and scientists say that us humans love patterns. So, as a result,
That is
we
true.
love music. Recognizing
That is
patterns
true.
is simply human nature, and it's part of the brain's prediction system. From birth, your brain will start detecting patterns and associating things to them, including the melodies and rhythm of music. Let's say, for example, that you're 4 years old.
Take
and
my
that you're sitting
shirt
in the
off
back
and
of
now
your
the
mom's
hoe
car.
stop
You'll
breathing.
hear whatever song's playing on the radio, and from there on out, that song is imprinted in your brain.
I
That
take my
imprint
shirt
is
off
also
and now the hoe
associated with
stop
all of the
breathing.
things around you when you heard that song, like how you were feeling, where
Yeah.
you were, who you were around. All of those things make up why your brain associates feeling with music. It isn't just singular songs too.
So that's why, like, you know how, like, when you in a relationship and y'all have like, that little special song, so now you can't listen to that song no more because every time you play that song, you think of that, and you're not trying to think of that, so now you can't listen to the song no more. So now you love that song, and now that song gonna get banished from your playlist. Yeah, I know it sucks.
Genres of music have similar melodies, rhythms, and chords, so your brain might associate those emotions with similar types of music. This phenomenon doesn't just apply to music though. Anything we can perceive with our five senses can be tied to emotions in our brain, like how you might associate playing a certain video game with all of the memories of when you were young. While that's all well and good, there is still one more problem. We understand the cycle of hearing music and associating emotion to it, but the question is how this cycle started. It all ties into that wooden flute. Once we started making these simple melodies of just a few notes, it snowballed into the music we know today. So the next time you're listening to music, now you'll understand how it works. And it's all because of me. In reality, though, I'm just a dude who likes science. So subscribe and leave a like if you like science, I guess.
I like this dude. Don't get this out of my... Oh, hold on. You're trying to drop my look in Austin, Texas. I'm not in Austin, by the way, if you're trying to find me. Don't come find me. So, the shit gets sent to my shit, and the shit gets turned into dopamine, and then what I'm surrounded by shits. So that's how music shits. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. If you would shits, shits.